Hey, it's your boy Stephen Bark, still on go. I'm coming to you one more time. Thanking the good Lord that I'm able to come to you one more time. And I also want to thank each and every one of you beautiful, lovely people for watching my video. And if you haven't watched any of my videos, I recommend you go back in time and watch the first two videos that I made prior to this one. Now, on that note, let's get on to the video. Today, I will be talking about racism. And racism is bad. And just for the record, I'll be going back and forth into this book because this is my notes that I've been making since like 2 o'clock last night, 2, 3 o'clock. And I want to make sure that I don't miss anything, just to put it like that. Now, racism. Racism consists of a lot. It consists of anger, frustration, hatred towards the opposite color of your skin. Alright. Now, this just not happened yesterday. This just not happened the day before, or it just not happened today. But it happened over a period of time. Okay. Now, racism is bad, people. It's just straight up bad. Like, racism only exists because we allow it to exist. And I'm trying to figure out, like, why do we allow it to exist? Like, there are some people out here who are trying to end racism, myself included. That's why I'm making this video. But we all have to work together to make racism behind us, okay? To let racism go behind us. We have to live that new lifestyle where, oh, we're not scared to walk the streets because of the color of our skin. We're not scared to go in the store full of all whites and I'm black. We got to make that type of lifestyle where we're all comfortable with each other. Because if we don't have that lifestyle, then we're not going to get anywhere. This world going to keep going to hell. This world's going to keep being on fire. Because we are scared to be around the opposite color of our skins. That's pretty much the main reason. Alright. Racism affects a lot of things in many ways, including trust. Trust. You are so scared. You can be so scared to walk down the street fearing for your life because you know you might walk past a group of black people and you're white and you think they might say something or roll on you or scroll on you or shoot your brains out 32 miles away from where your body is going to be laying. It's sad, people. It's sad, people, because it gets like that sometimes. And I've seen it, like my personal life, I've seen it. In my personal life, I've seen it. And it's just straight up sad. You can't let racism affect life. Because if you do, racism is not going to end. Racism is going to keep going to the next generation, and so forth and so on. That's what it's been doing, people. And it's up to us to want to change it. You can't have racism going down to the next generation because if you really care about your kids, you got to make the world better for them. Racism, I don't know, racism is just bad. I don't know if I told y'all about this, but this is my notes. I'm quite sure I did tell y'all about it, so I'll be referring back and forth into this, but racism goes as far as, you know, sometimes whites shooting blacks. Like, I've seen this a lot on television. Whites shooting blacks because they know their rights. Alright, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it funky with you. Whites are shooting blacks because they know their rights. And it's sad. It's straight up sad and it's wrong. They obeying their orders, putting their hands up, and they still getting shot because they looking suspicious. And that's freaking wrong. That's freaking wrong. I can tell you from personal experience. I'm walking to work one day where I'm going underneath a freaking tunnel and 2 cops come in from the opposite way. Mind you, I have a hoodie on, so I'm not thinking anything of it because it's wintertime. 2 cops come in the opposite way, walking towards me, and then when I have to pass them, they literally grab me and toss me to the wall. So I'm like, what did I do? Like, am I carrying something? I actually had to look myself, make sure I wasn't carrying anything. So they asked me, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm on my way to work. I have to catch the train. The train is this way, so that's why I'm this way. He was like, can I see your ID? I was like, is there anything I did wrong? And it was like, no, I just need to see your ID. So I'm like, here, take my ID, but I really don't know why y'all just literally slammed me to the ground. That's what I said to him. And mind you, they're the opposite color of me, white. And just in New Jersey, the same thing happened to me. I'm walking down the street minding my business because I was actually frustrated with a job that I was working at. And a big white cop, he got out of the car thinking I'm suspicious and asked me a couple of questions. Like, he's seen my license and he's seen I'm from Philadelphia and he's wondering why I'm in New Jersey. I'm like, what's wrong with me being in Jersey? I could see family members. I could be having a job, which I did, in New Jersey. So he's like, why are you down here? And I'm like, because I work down here. Is it a problem? He said, oh no, we just had a call because we seen somebody in a blue shirt running away from a crime or something like that. I'm like, man, nah, nah. But anyway, where I'm getting at is we cannot let racism affect who we are in our lives, because racism has developed over a period of time. And like I said before, it's not going to be cured in one day. It's not going to be cured in 2 days. It's going to be cured over a period of time. But we just got to understand, like, not everybody is bad. Not all whites are bad. I have a lot of friends that are the opposite color of me. And I'm quite sure there are a lot of whites who have a lot of black friends. That's how it should be. We should all unite and come together as one. This is actually two, but you know what I mean. We should all come together as one. And that's where, like, all the people who came before us was trying to talk about, like Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Robert Kennedy, John Kennedy, President Kennedy, all of them. That's what they were trying to tell us. And it seemed like a lot of people forgot about that. They actually literally risked their lives to try
I meant to say
unite
sacrifice,
us
but it's
together
all
as
good.
one. And I don't even know why we are called the United States of America. Because we're not united. Not even in our own states, we're not united. And it's sad. People are sad. We got to wake up and see this. Like, not every white person is bad. There are some, like, mean white people, and there are some mean black people out there. But they just have to be, for those people, they got to be prayed for. Or they got to be prayed that they see, things differently sooner or later. Because like I said, not everybody is bad. So, personally, I would love to learn more about the opposite color. I would love to. Just because my skin is black doesn't mean that I'm going to dislike that white person over there, or just because her skin is freaking yellow, I'm going to dislike her. Or even if we had green complexions, I would not see her or him any differently. And that's where you need to fall in. You need to fall in that category where you see everybody the same. John F. Kennedy words, you got to be colorblind. You got to see everybody the same. Right?
That the Constitution
Now,
will be colorblind, as Justice Harlan said at the turn of the century. This is what we're talking about.
I just really want to let people know that racism is not the answer. Right? Racism can be cured. Like I said, not today, not tomorrow, but not the next day, but days on forward, years and generations to come. It could be cured. I could be dead and gone by the time it's cured, but at least it's cured for our generations and the kids. So, like I said, I'm not that type of person to take up your time. I really appreciate you watching my videos, and if you haven't watched the two videos prior to this one, I recommend you watch it, because the first one is about drugs and the second one was about reaching for your goals. I'm that type of person that likes to be positive and like to give, people good energy and good vibes. Like, I recommend, like, if you try to reach for your goals, do not let anything stop you from reaching for your goals. Or also, like, if you're addicted to drugs, get off of drugs. And if you're peer pressured into doing drugs, say no. 'Cause no is definitely the answer to drugs. But that's pretty much all I have to say about racism. I hope you actually take into consideration what I'm saying. sorry, once again, my hat is trying to fall off, but I really hope you take into consideration of what I'm saying, because if you do, and people start to see that, then this world is going to become better. It's going to become better for us, not only us, but for the generations to come. But on that note, I thank you for watching my video. And notice I haven't asked you to like, comment, or subscribe. And that's because I'm not really worried about that. I'm really worried about my message being heard. I'm not really worried about the money that I make on YouTube, if I make any. I'm not really worried about that. I'm just worried about my message being heard. Okay, so I thank you for your time. Please make a change. Racism is not the answer. Drugs is not the answer. Reaching for your goals is definitely the answer. And I hope you have a beautiful, lovely day. I love you all, and God bless.
My brother, it don't matter if you're black or white.
Say to America is be true to what you said on paper. If I lived in China or even Russia or any totalitarian country, maybe I could understand some of these illegal injunctions. Maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges because they haven't committed themselves to that over there. But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right. So just as I say we aren't going to let any dogs or water hoses turn us around, we aren't going to let any injunction turn us around. Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
But if Martin Luther was living, keep
Very sad news for all of you, and I think sad news for all of our fellow citizens and people who love peace all over the world. And that is that Martin Luther King was shot and was killed tonight in Memphis, Tennessee.